What is going on, everybody? This is Makai. So look, you probably clicked on the stream and be like, what are you talking about, Makai? All right, so Nechi had dropped a video pertaining to some exclusive information.
I'm going to give you this information, which again, I got this from the yakuzas themselves. I can't confirm if this is true or not. Speculations and some sort of confirmation.
So I just got news, and this is basically now, that Getsuga, the final stage of Ichigo when he fights against Aizen at the last part of, before the Aranka arc ends, that character is playable. The information that I'm getting is from the yakuzas themselves. They've played the story mode, they completed it, and from what I'm hearing, they finally got to the last part, and you get to play as the final form of Ichigo, the Getsuga. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it wrong or right. It's where he has long hair, and he has basically this badass look and design.
I thought it was a little odd. Now, we just got a video for the trailer that Bandai dropped, and they teased Dangai Ichigo.
I hope you don't think that you can kill me this easily. Watch closely.
Then out of nowhere, Nechi had messaged me and said, yo, bro, I gotta talk to you about some shit. I gotta ask him. Like, Nechi.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? You
Okay.
said final Getsuga playable, but then the community saying that skin. What is going on? What do you know?
You saw the trailer, right?
I saw the trailer. I was geeking.
Okay. What did you notice about the trailer? I'm just curious. I want to hear your opinion on that. What did you notice so far?
The biggest thing I noticed is that I noticed some people were saying that this could be a skin, but then for the characters that are costumes, the animation or like the position doesn't change. So then I saw another opinion that it could be a alternate awakening, but if that was an awakening, he would have had the white aura around him. If you watch the gameplay and shit, like such as on the screen right here, when you awaken, you have that white aura mist around you. Every character, Ichigo right here. So if that was an awakening, that would have been presented in that gameplay. That's not the case. So to me, it's not a skin. It's not an alternate awakening. It has to be a separate character.
I love that. I like that you said that. Now,
Now, judging by you, it seemed like you know something. So, like, what's going on?
we both know, and I know you know the system well because I asked you about certain like advices on like skills and stuff because it seems like you know a lot about this game.
Okay.
I was gonna ask you this. So a lot, if you noticed from the other previous release trailers, when they're like showing off Asagi, Soul Society arc, Ichigo, they usually show this animation. Like this.
Like when they're like surprised and shocked. Yeah,
it's evading. They do evade.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is an evade animation. Now, I can see how the community could say, hey, this looks like a skin, but then you got to put in perspective. Why would you spend so much time playing the story mode to then have to play with a Ichigo character that has a reskin, but the combos are still the same? I think it's just common sense. If you were a dev, wouldn't you think, okay, if I did that and I took the cheap route, I would probably upset the Bleach community?
Oh, no, you most definitely would. Because even if you look at the previous game, Soul Resurrection, they had him in there. He technically was a costume, but his abilities changed completely. So he was a separate character, just you had to select the costume from there. You get it.
That's the PS3 exclusive Bleach game. I remember, right?
Yeah,
Soul Resurrection.
I played it all the time.
Yeah, I recently just played it on my PS3 emulator. It's really good. But yeah, back to this. So there's no 32 characters. I honestly strongly believe there's 33, and that's why I uploaded that video once I saw. I didn't see it. I just saw it on Twitter.
Okay.
And they're saying like, I saw the community like, going insane and getting upset, and I'm like, okay, I'm upset myself too. Because I don't really know what's going on. I'm only receiving a lot of these informations. The game, from what I've heard, I haven't seen anything, is absolutely amazing. It is. They compare it to back to like old PS2 era of fighting games where back then, those games were just so good you could play them offline, and if it was like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But again, I'm gonna say this again. Just be happy. I'm gonna say this. Be grateful.
Yeah. And I'll just say this. It's more than 32. And I don't know if Bandai did this shit on purpose.
He did. It was a marketing strategy. And
Or
I love it.
Or
I love
if
it.
or this was something else. 33, but it seems like that's looking more and more like Ichigo, because there's no way you tease that shit and then it ends up being like Momo.